This is Walter. And this is Kelso.
Let's go inside.
Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Destiny, and if you're a new returning subscriber, welcome back to the family. This week's video is going to be a boyfriend tag. I did a little poll on my Instagram asking what kind of videos you wanted to see within the next upcoming weeks, and I got a lot of people asking for like a boyfriend tag Q&A with my boyfriend Walter. So that's going to be today's video. It's going to be a lot of fun and possibly very funny. If you know him personally, you know why. But stick around if you want to see this video, and we're going to give a little bit of insight at the end of this video. So if you want to see what happens in a 9-year relationship, just keep on watching. So the first question is, how did you guys meet?
We met in middle school.
We did.
Right up around the time that 8th grade was ending.
Yes.
We were dating friends within the same friend group that we ended up making. And that's how I met her, through the person that she was seeing at that time. That was in my class. That's pretty much it. That's how we met.
In middle school?
In middle school.
That summer?
That summer.
Going into high school?
Oh, that summer going into high school, I hit her up. And I was like, hey, we should have hung out more. You were really cool. Even though I bullied you a little bit.
He shot his shot, right?
I shot my shot.
Shoot your shot.
And it worked.
Oh no, but
we
he was
were 13.
Mean. He was mean to me.
I was a little mean.
Because he wanted my attention.
But that's how kids did it. I don't know. You were just mean and you try to get their attention.
How have you lasted so long? That's a hard question to answer.
Sex. It's not. I don't know. We've been together 9 years. So the first 4, it was a lot of just online because we couldn't really see each other as much. We were in school. She was always doing something after school for dance. Choreography or thing? What's the thing one? Choreographing? Damn.
Choreographed a few musicals in high school, and yeah, I was really busy. Never really had free time. Even though we lived in the same kind of neighborhood, I was never home. So,
which I did not know until a year of us texting each other that she lived like 10 blocks away from me. But we started hanging out mostly.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the question is how you lasted so long. I guess we were friends first. I feel like that's really important.
That's what I was trying to get to, yeah.
Yeah, because you get to know the person on a different kind of level than just regularly being in a relationship. Like, I got to know the kind of person he was before I chose to make him my partner in life. I don't know, that sounds mad deep, but
mad deep.
It's serious. It's serious. Yeah, we started dating. We didn't think it would last that long. Like, we didn't think that it was like, oh, this is a short time thing. It was just like, it felt good, so it just happened, and it's still going on. So
still hanging on.
Make your friends first.
Make your friends first.
Okay.
How do you keep an almost decade-long relationship filled with spoons? That says spoons, bro.
No.
What's that say?
Don't roast my handwriting on my YouTube channel.
But I'm not roasting it. I'm just trying to filled with. That's an S.
How do you keep an almost decade-long relationship filled with sparks? Teach me.
Sparks. Where's your K there? Oh, I see it. Is it sparky for you?
Yeah.
It's sparky for you? Every day it's sparky for you. That's why I like you. Because I'm a glass half full type of person. Is that like the pessimist type shit? Yeah. I'm not necessarily a pessimist, but I think of it most of the time as like a day-by-day thing. Like, some days are gonna be pretty low and some days are gonna be pretty, high. I mean, you always try to make every day a high. Just do what you have to do to make sure that you're happy first off, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you're happy first, and then do what you can to ensure that the other person is happy, and that you're happy together. Yeah, that's what I would say.
How do you keep it filled with sparks?
How do you keep it filled with sparks? Do little things, little things like make them breakfast every now and then when they probably won't be expecting it.
Don't stop dating them.
Don't stop dating them.
That's the answer.
You're always dating.
Yeah, like, don't stop. Because
even
you
if
have
you're
them,
married.
don't stop. Let me talk.
And don't cut them off either. Let them finish their sentences.
Don't stop doing things for them just because you have them. Because then, you know, over time it gets boring and they lose interest, even if they love you very much. Because there can be someone that's willing to do those little things, and that's just the way it is. Like,
that's just the way it is.
What's your favorite thing about each other?
My favorite thing about it. That's a very broad question. Favorite thing about you? I like your smile. If we're talking physical, I like your smile. I think at first, when I first met you, it was your hair. It was your hair for sure, and you know this. But over time, your smile is very warm and bright, and it lifts me up most of the time when I see it. Sometimes I'm like, baby, why aren't my teeth that straight?
My favorite thing about you, how caring you are.
Aww, am I?
Yeah, you care for me a lot. He cares. He not only for me, like he cares about everyone, like siblings, his family, my family. Like he takes care of everybody, and he makes sure everyone is okay. It's a beautiful quality to have, little bean.
Oh, thank you.
What are your future goals together?
Alright, first of all, get married. I know a lot of you keep freaking coming at me like, oh
my god, you've been together so long. Why haven't you married her? Send me some money first, okay?
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying. I've only been doing this for 2 fucking days. Like shit.
I'm trying out
here.
You
paying for the ring?
I'm trying out here, okay? Rings are expensive. All of that is, okay, I know all that, okay? But that's for sure one of the goals. Definitely marry you. And keep building this house together.
Yes, for those of you who don't know, we purchased a home. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster of a ride, friends.
Our water heater is broken.
So we don't have hot water at the moment.
I don't fucking know about water heaters, but I gotta figure that out apparently.
But, you know, it's a way of life. So,
c'est la vie.
And you know what, future goals, to grow as artists. I feel like that's something we both want to do really badly. So I'm a dancer and a content creator, right, at this moment. And Walter's an artist as well, and he got his degree in arts management. So we're trying to pursue the lives that we dream of having. And, you know, it takes small baby steps.
Yeah, and not the ones that we felt
that we needed to
forced to get because, you know, money. Situations and stuff. When you have disagreements, how do you overcome them? So it usually starts with like where the communication is off for a bit. You know, we're not really talking about it, but there's still that energy, and we both like are. It's like opposing forces, like magnets that you can't, you know. But then eventually, when we're either like very close in proximity, we're like, why not? Let's do it now. And you know, we hash it out. We talk about it. Figure out who's really in the wrong, if any. We're both in the wrong. You know, we figure out ways to make it right. It's never like really insane disagreements.
We never really like have insane arguments where we're like screaming at each other or anything. Thankfully. Yeah, we just talk it out.
Yeah.
And try to hear each other's sides. I feel like that's really important because without communication, there can't be a resolution to the problem, if there is one. So yeah, if you were meeting each other for the first time ever, would you go on a date with them?
At this point in time,
yes.
If I met you at the club,
anywhere.
Yeah, I would.
I'd say so too.
I would. Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So
I would.
I would too.
I would too. He's a very different kind of guy. I don't know how to explain that, but all my friends always praise you like for how sweet you are and like how good of a guy you are to me.
Thanos.
So,
if you were to have children, what qualities would you want them to have from one another? For me, it would be crafty. I've always felt like I was a very crafty individual. Ever since I was a kid.
I don't want them to be creative in some type of way. They don't have to necessarily like be a dancer or an artist, but you know,
just creative.
A
Creativity
way that they
keeps you rolling. You figure it out, I think.
Also respectful, because I ain't gonna have no disrespectful ass kids.
Facts. Where do you see your relationship going in 10 years? In 10 years specifically, I better have a fat ass bank account so I can go on all the dates. Not be buying fancy things, but be well off that I could, you know, contribute to our family as a whole, like, you know.
I want to be married. I don't know, happy. Yeah.
I just want to know that I'm okay in the future in 10
Yeah.
years that we're doing well, you know?
And then we're doing what we love to do.
Exactly. Would you ever sign a prenup? What is that again?
It's like when you...
It's like if we leave, my money goes with me, your
Yeah.
money goes with you.
Mhm.
No, because the way we've kind of built our relationship for the past couple of years, no matter who had the most money in their account, we've always just kind of split things evenly in that sense.
Yeah.
It works for us.
It works for us. So I don't think we would sign a prenup. We've been together this long and have no problem sharing everything. Marriage is just legally binding through paper.
That's all it is.
We are married by the heart right now.
That's cute.
So yes.
That's pretty cute.
What's one way that you have changed each other?
I think in terms of experiences, generally I'm a very introverted, kind of closed off person, but just because I'm with another creative person in a more extroverted environment, because she's a dancer, so she has to do these things amongst groups. And I've met those groups and her group of friends that are not my friends. She's kind of made me more open to, like, you know, talking to people and like getting to know different people and all of this stuff, which is really great.
I guess he made me more confident in my artistry, like my work, anything that I really do, because he's one of my biggest supporters. And every time I have a doubt about myself or anything I'm doing, he's like the one that's like, "You fire, don't let it bring you down." So he's changed me in that way, for the better. We've changed each other. Be aware of people that change you for the worse, because that's not your friend, that's not your baby, that's someone that's trying to bring you down.
Tell me who you hang with and I'll tell you who you are.
Right.
I think.
Exactly. What's your partner's worst habit that upsets you? Your worst habit. You have
I'm a little angry.
He has slight anger issues. Not to the point where like he lashes out at me like physically or anything like that, but he catches the attitude and he tries to close me off, and it gets me upset because I'm like, what did I do?
I'm trying to help you.
Right. But that's like the only quality that like upsets me that you have.
Your worst habit is your passive aggressiveness in a sense. You'll like, sometimes I want you to like be very verbal about things, but it's almost wrong to want that of you when I myself am not being as verbal as I could be, because I usually when we have, going back to that, look at these questions intermingling. One question, disagreements and stuff. You'll be like very, very quiet, and I want you to voice how you're feeling at that very moment and like what you're thinking. But I personally don't do that. So it's like really hard to want that from you when I'm not giving you that.
Right. Have you ever thought about dating other people because you have only been with each other? You grew up together.
Have you?
I mean, it slipped my mind, but not to the point where I actually wanted to be in a different relationship and experience other people. Like it's crossed my mind because we've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
But not to the point where I'm like, ooh, I wonder what this would
like
be
imagining
like.
a whole like life with this person.
Yeah, a whole other life, and like
Yeah.
I find myself not doing that.
I feel that.
I feel like I found you at the perfect time in my life, because we help each other kind of grow, and we help each other through certain experiences that I feel like only we could have done that for each other, because we're best friends. We're not just in a relationship, we're literally best friends. So we know everything to know about each other.
Have I ever thought about dating other people? No. I would say I've thought of, in inebriated circumstances, I've thought of hooking up with other people, you know? But then it's like, no. Where's that gonna lead? I can't see myself dating another person and building to this degree that we're at. I mean,
like,
it's
you
certainly
probably could,
possible.
but it would take a long time.
Exactly.
What's one skill that you have learned from the other?
Dang, I was learning how to cook, y'all. When we had our apartment, I was learning how to cook. I really was. And then the roles kind of shifted a little bit because I had to do more handiwork and all of this stuff. So she's kind of been doing a lot of the cooking. I still help her. I'll chop up some mean onions. I'll cry, but I'll chop them up real nice. Don't worry.
I guess he has taught me to be a little bit more vocal about anything, because I used to be way more closed off.
Oh, that's true.
I used to be way, like, I didn't really communicate my feelings that much because I didn't feel like people cared.
Here's something that I know I've done for you.
Okay.
Adventurous. In that you kind of started doing more things, fun things, when you started visiting me in college.
Right.
Let that say it.
So I went to CUNY and he was going to a SUNY, and they were only like 30 minutes away from each other, but my college was about 2 hours away from where I lived. So my last like year and a half of college, I stayed with him at a SUNY, and I basically lived both community college life and like, I don't know, like on campus, like staying in a dorm life. So I was able to experience both of those worlds, if that makes any sense. So I feel like that made me a little bit more adventurous.
If you had a Kim and Kanye bank account, what would be a date that you go on? For me, I really like to take Destiny to a vineyard. Like a really nice, like a little like hillish, slopey-ish vineyard where you can watch the sunset, you know, and enjoy some bread. I'm just saying things Italians. I've seen Italians like bread. Everybody likes bread because Destiny loves wine. If you know her, you know she loves wine. For me, I think that would be it. And that was actually where I was planning to propose. See, I'm working on it, all right? I'm trying.
If I had the money, I'd probably like go to a private island or something.
That was actually
and like stay in like a villa on the beach or something like that, and just like walk on the beach at night, or like, you know, sunset or when the sun is rising, something like that. Something really like calm and tranquil and relaxing and beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aw, that's actually a perfect segue to the next question. What's your dream honeymoon? Because for me, it would be that on some Edward and Bella shit. It'd be that and stay at a little, you know, like you said, a little villa by the ocean, by the beach. Just, you know, enjoy that time.
If it's not a private island, like somewhere tropical.
Somewhere tropical.
Because we spend most of our lives in New York, so there's not much time in the year where it's really nice outside, and the winters are
brutal.
So yeah, somewhere nice and tropical and hot.
What's each other's love language? Destiny, her love language would be physical affection, I think. Like, you really like hugs, you really like being held.
Yeah, I do.
You know, like having me next to you. So I would say, yeah, that.
I'd say his is also physical, but like actions. Like, you do things for me without really me asking him to do them.
I'll tell you what I like is when you call me cute things or give me props for doing something, like just verbally telling me that I'm doing a great job. Are there any things you don't know about each other? Everybody has their secrets.
Yeah, there's literally times we'll sit there and be like, is there anything I don't know about you?
Yeah.
And we can't come up with anything.
And you should do that. In a relationship, you should do that. Because I feel like in every relationship, it's always that, like a little bit of, not like doubt, but also like, do I really know this person? Like, can I trust this person with my life? You know? And I would say yes. I would say yes.
If you were in a group of people, would you be able to find your partner blindfolded?
All I would do would, of course, ask if I could touch their hair. And I would find his hair. I've touched his hair so many times.
But what if it's a group of people filled with my kind of hair?
Oh, why would you make it harder for me?
I would be able to find him. I would be able to find him blindfolded.
Yeah? What would tell you
I
that
would
it's
touch
me?
your face.
Yeah. I would find you.
I would find you.
I would find you.
I feel like I'd find you.
I'd find you. I'd have to like probably touch your teeth. Like glide my fingers on your teeth and be like, yeah.
Out of all the things with my teeth. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think that was the last one.
That was the last one.
Oh my god, we got through it. High five.
Remember we had a whole handshake that we forgot?
We did. Well, anyway, thanks for tuning in, friends, for our little Q&A about our relationship. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for those of you who send in questions. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Yep.
Yes, and press that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a video. And yeah, I post every week. Oh my god, his fit is amazing. And yeah, hope to see you guys next week in the next video. Bye.
Bye. What? That's the end of the video.